Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Air Ride, not League of Legends. So, yep, he already knows what ship he wants. Okay, everybody knows what he wants. Cool. Let's play Meta Knight, because Checker Knights is the stage with Knights, right? So, similar to the Wagon Star, no boost. Whoa, a little bit slippery. I guess it's because of the ice. Whoa, yeah, I have not played Meta Knight in a long time. So he's a combination of wing and sword. So he is just constantly flying. Doesn't seem like he uses boost panels too well either. And he'll just automatically attack anyone in front of us. Oh yeah. He was my favorite character as a kid. I don't remember if I said that already. I probably did, like 8 times. Because I never really interfaced too much with the compy abilities in this game. They don't really, like, most of them are not very good. Even the ones that are technically good, like the wing and wheel, are annoying as hell. Because, like, the wheel is so slippery. I can still use the spin one, though. Very buttery controls. I'll have to get used to it. Strange how small my wings are, too. I'm used to, like, I guess Brawl Meta Knight's wings are bigger. Yeah, like that boost is non-existent. Can still use them though. Oh, Alex, he is not very happy about the last video where I actually beat him for the first time. So wing is, supposedly the advantage of wing is that it's faster than normal speed, but yeah, it's like harder to boost. It's a little bit more slippery, and I also don't get to use other copy abilities, is the other downside of D as well as Meta Knight. I think, didn't I play D on one of these? Was it Magma Flows? Did I play D on Magma Flows? Alright, so unlike last video, where we actually tried super hard to beat Alex, this time I could not care less. Like, you can win for the rest of the time, man. I know for a fact that you're angry. I beat you once, now it doesn't matter how many times you beat me back. Can I stay in the... Whoa, it is really hard to stay in the cemented ground here. Which is, I guess, strange that... I'm kind of curious. Does it even slow Meta Knight down? Why? Why does it slow Meta Knight down? He's flying. Why would it matter what the terrain of the ground is? I guess all of the ships, you can't do that, because Meta Knight doesn't get enough air from the boost. He gets a very small boost comparatively. But, I don't remember what I was saying at all. Cool that Checker Knights was actually one of the stages that does work with the 3, like, getting off your ship code. So I actually was able to explore this place. I tried to get the tornado enemies all the way to the, like, to here, but they died, like, right before I got here. Because the other CPUs hate them. Man, it's so sad. Yeah, so Meta Knight's controls are slippery, I guess. Wings are very small compared to what I'm used to. His wings are pretty small in, I forget what game it is. Return to Dreamland as well, I think. Although you don't really get to play as Meta Knight. Unless you're like a second player, I think. I did play that a little bit with my friend from high school. We mostly played other stuff. Meta Knight is so funny. Can I, like, get up here at all? Kind of. That actually seemed faster, too. Who was doing this? I never noticed the sugar cubes of light in that hallway. That's kind of nifty. Yeah, look how much faster that is. Way quicker. Kind of unwieldy on the ice, especially. Sure, I mean, being in the air is way faster. I get to like 32 miles per hour. That's like, I get to Swerve Star speeds when I'm in the air. Hey guys, you guys are a worse version of me, by the way. Oh, I didn't get in the air. Oh well. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. Ooh, the multicolored, like, disco sugar cubes here, too. I didn't notice that when I was exploring. I didn't really go too far into that area, I guess. That is such an interesting, like... I wonder what's down there. Like, below the ocean. Is it supposed to be like a city? What is that? Does killing enemies give Meta Knight a boost? It does. I got to 20... What is Alex doing? The dude? Alright, yeah, he's salty. I can tell. Why was he, like, stalled like that? Did his AI break? I was meaning before I started the race to check if... Like, I wanted to go on the wheelie scooter myself and just compare my speed to Alex's and see if he's actually pumped full of chemicals or if he's actually just normal. Like, is this just how fast the wheelie scooter is at all times? What am I going to do for Nebula Belt? I have no idea. I should think about it. I should do the wheelie scooter. Do the frame perfect spin thing. I have no idea how to do that. My controller is vibrating from the enemy that I hit. Bouncing on the walls. Checker Knight's theme of, like, squares everywhere is interesting. Yeah, one of the topics I was talking about last video was, I was kind of discussing near the end, I was like, video lengths. Get some Super Mario Galaxy planets there. Video lengths, I would really prefer still if videos were 15 minutes. 20 at the longest. If I can't help it, that's fine. I'll try to end it at 20, but sometimes, like, there's just... Like, League of Legends is a great example. Games in League of Legends are like 30 minutes. You can't have a 15-minute League of Legends video. Which is why it was kind of strange of me to start the Let's Play last year whenever I couldn't upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I was just a little weird. I guess my thought process was, back then I actually planned to get all the skins, or not all the skins, all the champions and rune pages, so I was like, we can start grinding now. Even though I can't record long videos, we can still split them up, split bot game videos up. Is it like ice physics? Why does that area feels so strange to control? But like, now I don't really care as much about, could not really care less about the champions that I own. The only goal that I care about on that Let's Play right now is just getting Emerald, actually, for now. Because like, getting top 2% is not realistic. Like, I have a full-time job, so if I was going to actually get good enough at League of Legends to get to the top 2%, I would have to probably play like 8 hours a day. Like, spend 8 hours sleeping. My shifts are usually 9 hours at work, though, so it would have to be 7 hours, I guess. But yeah, you get the point. I would have to put all of my eggs in one basket, like hardcore, full stop. And I don't know if I want to do that, because what I've been doing so far, actually, upon further inspection, inflection, reflection, other words that sound similar, the level of the, like, cube, like, what are they called? Rubik's Cubes. A lot of cubes in Checker Knights. I guess it's the theme of, like, the checkers coming through on that one. How do you stay on this? No matter what ship I'm on, I don't know how to do it. But what I've been doing so far has kind of been pretty enjoyable. It's just like, I don't know, practicing my clear occasionally, on occasion, and then like and then like while I'm doing, like when I get bored of whatever else I'm doing, then I'll like play some League on the side. That was funny. But like, if I actually wanted to get higher ranks in League, I would have to put everything into Meta Knight, hello? Your cronies are beating on you, dude. You gonna take that? So I just don't know if that's like something that's in the cards for me. Like, what lap are we on? 8? Oh no. Oh no. That means that 80 laps in, we're gonna be at the same length, time-wise, that we were at when we finished Machine Passage. Looking like 100, yeah, each lap is over a minute. This is gonna be a 2-hour video, probably. Which is why in 2020, I didn't record this video. I stopped at Machine Passage because I knew this video would not be very fun to make. So... Floating bushes from the drag races. That is a wall. Hello. Jeez. Still the fastest lap I've ever done, apparently. Probably sandbagging Alex, or like Alex is so far ahead that it's activated the catch-up mechanic. Never noticed there's like little tiny checkers in this room too. They're literally everywhere. Get in the air. Okay. But yeah, it does feel kind of bad recording League videos, and it's like, ooh, 5-hour video of me in Practice Tool. Oh wow. Because like, I may as well record that if like, if I'm just listening to music and doing that anyway, I may as well record it, like, show the process, show the journey. It's like the whole like enjoyment factor of my videos is I'm showing my journey through each of these games. And if I do a bunch of the grinding off camera in League, it's like, kind of takes away some of the magic. And I get it, like, I played the game for 12 years, so a lot of my journey has been off screen. But I am a Platinum 3 player right now. I would like to make that Diamond if I possibly could. That would be pretty sick. That's like, for me, getting Diamond in League is just like, alright, I can die now. With no regrets. Yeah, fuck you. Decapitate 2 dudes with 1 swing. It's cool, in like the bottom right, by my miles per hour, you can see like a Batwing just like, I don't know, maybe he's on sugar. He's like vibrating with caffeinated energy, kinetic energy. And now here I find myself 12 minutes into this 2-hour-long video, quite hungry. Which is unfortunate, because just before I recorded the video, I was in the kitchen, I was like, am I hungry? Not really at all. Guess I'll eat after I'm finished. Nope. The second I start recording, now I'm hungry. Dude, that's so dumb, bro. Kind of funny that Meta Knight can't just fly forever. They tried so hard to balance him in this game. I wonder how he ended up so overpowered in Brawl. Like, he's balanced in Air Ride. Like, you can't use copy abilities, but you are 2 copy abilities at once. That's balanced. You can't fly forever, even though you have wings, and in the trailer he's shown flying like a bird, like freely. Not the trailer, but like the opening, you know, like the intro. Yeah, like boost, Meta Knight doesn't use boosts very well. Very balanced character, and then you go to Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and he's just like, reincarnation of Christ. Like a frame 2 up air. Like, what were they thinking? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they weren't thinking. You know, maybe instead of being like, yeah, this is balanced, maybe there just was no attempt. Because, like, they really tried to make a fun party game after Melee was so, like, not beginner-friendly. It was a competitive game with a high skill floor and an infinite skill ceiling. So, like, after Melee, they really tried their best to give the more casual audience a fun game. Maybe they took that game design philosophy too much to heart, and maybe they just didn't even try to balance it. Like, they just eyeballed it. Instead of looking at the numbers and looking how they compared to each other, they just were like, "Yeah, this feels fine." Like, instead of trying to balance the game, like, they've tried to balance the game, clearly, because there's not attacks that do 999 damage and one-shot you. Like, there's no balance discrepancies other than, like, a few things that you only really know are balance discrepancies because of competitive Melee. And there's quite a big disconnect, I'm sure, between Sakurai in the years after Melee came out to making Brawl. Because Brawl came out in, like, what, 2006, 2007? I think it must have been 2007, because 2006 was when, like, late 2006 is when Twilight Princess came out, and Twilight Princess was, like, the literal last game on the GameCube. It came out on the GameCube and the Wii simultaneously, and Brawl only came out on the Wii, even though it feels like it plays like a GameCube game, even though it's a Wii game, which is weird. Brawl actually has a lot in common with Kirby Air Ride. Like, it has the same achievement system where you, like, break a thing, or you get an achievement and it like shows you all of the things, like, adjacent to it. It's a really good idea. I still think the best achievement system is held, that trophy is held by Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Oh god, voice is starting to die. There's not really a good time to drink water either. I've been recording for an hour and a half at this point already, and this video is going to be another hour and a half by itself. When I'm done, though, that's kind of like we're jumping the shark in terms of difficulty to record, because, like, every video after this is going to be shorter. Like, Nebula Belt, maybe we just go Swerve Star and just spin on the walls the whole time, but, like, I can't lie to you, after the Machine Passage video, my finger did start, like, hurting a little bit, because I was spinning for, like, basically the whole time I was playing, so that I could have a chance to beat Alex, and then I did. I beat him by 2 seconds. I had to spin basically perfectly for 99 laps in a row, and I was only 2 seconds ahead of him. Craziness. Yeah, I really gotta remember to test, like, just because I'm so curious. At this point, I need to know. This is a good time to drink water. Because you're just waiting on the rail. It's a great time to stay hydrated. Ooh, it's not even that my throat is, like, dry. It's that it's irritated from how long I've been speaking, and the velocity in which I've been hammering out these words here. It's like, it's tough work. I don't know how Northern Lion does it. Northern Lion at this point is basically my main inspiration. I mentioned it a bit in the Minecraft Let's Play at one point, but my original inspiration for Let's Playing was Chugga Conroy and, like, Purple Rodri and Octon Blue. But, like, basically from it kind of slowly transitioned into me being inspired by Northern Lion more. Because, like, I don't know how he does, like, hour-long Isaac videos just all day, every day for 10 years. And then all of his videos, there's no dead time. Like, the whole fucking Let's Play is just, other than the few moments early on where he's not as good, so he just has to, like, quiet down the commentary a little bit so that he can focus on tough fights like the mom boss fight. Other than a few moments like that early on, he's basically just talking the entire video, like, the whole video. And then there's 5,000 more where that came from. He just doesn't stop. Stream of consciousness. And I just don't have that. I definitely am not a Northern Lion like tier commentator or entertainer or comedian or mind. He's just amazing at everything. Such a cool guy. Oh, thanks. I've always wanted to be a kebab. Marshmallow toasted roasted. Although this boost does give me quite a big movement speed boost. Probably set a PB on this lap here because of that massive boost. Unless I made a bunch of big. I guess I made a bunch of big mistakes earlier, or I caught up to Alex so much that my sandbagging by sand. I don't want to keep calling it sandbagging. It's the opposite of sandbagging. I'm trying my hardest. It's a catch-up mechanic that makes you go faster the further behind you are. It's kind of baby racing game, but like accidentally it's extremely deep, which is funny. I have a 64-ounce cup. You're supposed to drink like 2 of those every single day. It's like the human body requires so much water to function. I rarely drink more than 1 of them a day. I rarely even do that. It's usually less than that. So probably every single lap I should drink some water there. I don't know how you don't go in the fucking sand here. That curve is just created by aliens who never tested this game or played it. Like, yeah, you can stay on this, no problem. You're just bad at the game. There's Alex there. Looks like he keeps putting his fucking gate up. Probably not on purpose. He doesn't care. It's an AI, it's a computer. We're just out here pretending that he's mad and salty because it's funny. Like, I beat you by 2 seconds. Now you'll never live it down. I beat his ass all like crazy when we were in Top Ride, and he kept it over my head. He was like, "Yeah, I don't care. You're better at this shitty game anyway. Like, 1v1 me air ride, you'll never win." I did. I was too busy talking shit to drink more water. Damn it! When you're hungry, just drink a lot of water and fill your stomach up with water. Actually, terrible idea. It just makes you feel hungrier because it like tells your body how little sustenance you actually have. Even more. That's like the worst commentary like that you could possibly have. Like in a perfect world, you never just start singing randomly to like the whatever music is playing. I just triple boosted on that. I don't even know who I hit. I was like trying to fly over the wall. I guess somebody was like behind me. Do Kirby and Meta Knight wear shoes? Or is that just their feet? Also, different colored Meta Knight, is that like the same Meta Knight just wearing a different colored outfit? Or like... Because if those are their feet and not their shoes, why, like, his shoes are a different color. Or his, like, it's a different colored Meta Knight. So it's like, is this a different Meta Knight or is it the same one wearing different colored clothes? I don't know, man. I don't know, we're very, very hungry, actually. Good thing we are, what is that? 1/6 done? Oh, Jesus. 1/6 done. And we are at 23 minutes on the video. Sorry, guys. Coming through. Yeah, I don't think it would be too broken if Meta Knight could just fly forever. Because on top of not being able to fly forever, he also just gains height very slowly. You lose a lot of altitude so quickly, on top of not being able to gain it quickly. You gain it slowly and then lose it quickly. It's kind of strange, actually, that on top of that, you also can't just, like, gain more if you wanted to. Like that time earlier when I was, like, Cat Mario in like, 3D World, when you, like, slide down the wall with the cat power-up, I was doing that with Meta Knight. Like, why can't I just fly forever? You let his ass do that in Brawl, and that's not even a racing game. And how is gaining height valuable if he does it this slowly? It's because they didn't think about that. They just had an idea, and they were like, let's do the idea. They're not like trying to balance the game with a scalpel and a magnifying glass. They're trying to balance it with like some degree of urgency, like we need to release the game this century. Damn, I hate deadlines. So many games would be so much better if they didn't have to be rushed out. Why does that slow Meta Knight down? I don't get it. I just don't understand how something that's in the air can be slowed down by fucking sand on the cold dead ground. That doesn't work. I tried to sing. There was one less note, so that doesn't really work at all. Not being able to use power-ups with Meta Knight is not the end of the world, because so many of them are bad. Like, it's such a gimmick that wouldn't change a whole lot if it wasn't here. I mean, in time attack, killing like enemies being there in time attack so you can kill them and gain speed boost from killing them, that definitely has a discernible difference in the gameplay. But like the power-up part of it, like other than like the change of pace, like oh I'm a wheel now, or like I'm a bird now. Tornado ability is kind of neat, I guess. Ice ability and fire ability are both hot trash. Why did those even like exist? And it's like, oh, well, then if they're so bad, then what would you do to fix them? I don't know, man. Definitely make like I have an idea for the fire ability. Maybe even the ice ability as well. Good buffs for both of them. What if both of them, like, you left like a trail on the ground? Kind of like how the fire ability looks visually, but like, what if it just stayed for way longer and actually did damage to people? Because being damaged is annoying as hell in this game, actually. There's like a point to hitting people with different copy abilities, so it isn't completely a worthless gimmick. But like the fire ability, not only do you have to use the button that makes you slow down to use it, the hitbox that it creates is so small. Unless you're like Snipe from My Hero Academia, you're not really going to be hitting anybody with that. It just creates like a little fire thing in front of you, and it's like, what if everyone's behind me? You can't launch behind you. That just kind of requires you to revamp the whole game to be able to launch fire behind you, so why not just have the fire trail that's behind you? Like, why not have that just stay for like 10 seconds longer than it does now, which is 0 seconds, and actually do damage, you know? That'd be cool. And similarly with the ice ability, the ice ability is, it can't launch anything. I think Alex is so fast that he doesn't know how to get around corners sometimes. And then other times he's just like 100 miles per hour. Makes sense why I'm not going like, I'm not getting 114s anymore, because Alex is kind of close to me, actually. But yeah, the ice ability has coverage behind you, unlike the fire ability, but in this new world where now the fire ability has range behind it by creating a trail, like you can drive like, do like a diagonal across the whole stage and just leave a trail that everyone is forced to walk through. Like, that's actually pretty good. Ice ability, now that its only upside is taken away by the fire ability being able to hit behind it as well, the ice ability's only upside is coverage, because it hits behind you as well. It hits everything around you. Issue is that range is actually very fucking small, so it's actually not really a boon in the slightest. It's completely useless. What would normally be a nice get is, in fact, I don't know why this exists. It's an F tier ability. So maybe that also leaves a trail behind you, but this trail, like, it just leaves ice physics behind you. Maybe, not just like a little trail like the fire one, maybe it covers the whole fucking track behind you. Yeah, like this. Like, what if it just turned the whole stage ice, so like everyone has to relearn their boost timings if they're behind you and you have the ice ability? But then it becomes like, what if you get ice and people are in front of you? I don't know. I don't know how you do that without just having it be a reskinned version of the fire ability and also like launch ice in front of you as well. Because it really only has the ability to do stuff behind you. But maybe that's kind of balanced in a way. Because like, think about it. Why am I just stuck to the right side of the wall? What's going on? Is my control stick broken? I don't know. That was strange. Anyway. But maybe that's balanced, though, because being able to, like, mess with the whole stage behind you, it doesn't do damage, though. Like, the fire ability is smaller, sure, but it does damage. But the ice ability leaves a much bigger trail that doesn't do damage. So it's basically impossible to avoid. No, my ankles. But maybe you see what I mean. Like, make those abilities better. The Mike ability is fine. Just a screen nuke. It's rare. The bomb ability is kind of bad. It should not be as rare as the Mike ability. Of course, the sleep ability is a joke. That's fine, the way it is. In fact, it's actually pretty good, because it puts other Kirbys to sleep as well, and damages them, if you are near them. But, the bomb ability takes way too long to create, like, the area, you know? It should probably explode faster, so that it's not as easy to avoid, and it should probably be a bigger explosion. It's already like a massive explosion, right? But I think you either need to make it explode faster and be bigger, or if you want to keep it the same, make it do way more damage. Because right now, it doesn't even KO somebody with base Compact Star HP. It's basically an ability that is just spectacle and has no actual, like, say. It doesn't really increase your agency in the race, or in City Triangle. It doesn't really impede people. It covers the whole stage, sure, but, like, what does that do? Oh no, I took 1/5 of a base Compact Star's HP. And if I'm in Air Ride and have infinite HP, oh no, I took 1 hit of damage. I mean, if you throw it on a corner, maybe it'll hit somebody twice, but like, 1 guaranteed hit on somebody, again, it only works if they're behind you. If you're neck and neck with somebody and you throw the bomb, both of you will be halfway through the rest of the course by the time it expands far enough to actually do something. Instant explosion, like how it works in the regular Kirby games, would be way too broken. But maybe you could switch it with the bombs from Top Ride, and it's like you throw a bunch of explosions in front of you, and then maybe in Top Ride it creates a big area that does damage. That's actually an interesting potential change right there. Like, perhaps it would make more sense because of how the games work differently if they were swapped. Spinning there actually seems pretty good because it redirects you back to where you're supposed to go much quicker. Alex is so far ahead. I don't know how I keep catching up to him. He must like completely bug out. His AI is just like in a corner for 30 seconds. I just don't get how else I would catch up to him, because this man is a blur. He is speed incarnate. Lightning McQueen dreams of being this man. Oh, man. The 3D exploration video is really fun. It sucks that so many of the stages didn't work. I mean, it's not like you would have been able to see a lot of it. Maybe? Because, like, if you were on foot, the rails in the volcano wouldn't work. But if you went backwards, it's not like Beanstalk Park. So I think you would actually be fine. You would, in order to explore the whole stage, you would just have to go backwards. And then the infinite jumps would get you up the pit. The lava, the area with the dragons. To get into the caves inside the volcano, you would just have to have the infinite jumps code. Yeah, now Alex is so far in front that I keep wanting to call it sandbagging for some reason. The catch-up mechanic is in full swing. Alright, man. 27 out of 99. Sweet Jesus, we're not even a third of the way there, and we're 34 minutes in. That turn in the air is actually pretty cool. Even though you lose height quickly, you can turn well. You can't gain vertical distance quickly, and you lose it quite quickly. But you can get horizontal distance, and your turning is quite good. It's actually really fun turning in the air in that section on Meta Knight. This area, however, I don't know how you're meant to do that. Maybe there could have been a Meta Knight boss fight as well, because there's a King Deity boss fight. I don't know how that would work, but like... It definitely wouldn't make as much sense, too, because Meta Knight isn't really associated with this kind of thing. King Deity always loves playing random games against Kirby. You know, like the... What's it called? There's like a race that they have, the Gourmet race. Gourmet race. Bombed myself. Always forget there's a hitbox associated with that. But, yeah, I think it's Gourmet race. I always say, like, French words wrong, piss people off, and now I get so used to saying it incorrectly that I just have it as part of my diction. You know, like Office Depot, Home Depot and Office Depot. Great if you need some 2x4s. Not great if you want somebody who is neurodivergent to pronounce the name of your establishment. Because I am quite challenged in that regard. Ooh, my turning in the air is not as... I love when those guys look down. It looks so derpy. My turning in the air is what I really need on the ground to be able to get through that section without going in the sand, because I'm way better at turning in the air. Is there a way to get into the air in that section? I have no idea. Thank you for taking out the giant wall in the way. That really helps my chances in this race. By my chances in this race, I mean I don't care about the race at all. I'm just here to, like, make Checker Knights feel very appreciated. I found this new YouTube channel that's really good. You should check it out. Called Any Austin. This dude is like checking out like areas in different games that are like not very. They're not places you would normally go. You know, unremarkable places in Mario 64, where it's like there's in the secret slide level. There's like these platforms that you can stand on. That's like there's no reason to ever do that. There's like a little corner outside Peach's castle that's like no one ever goes there. There's no reason to go there. There may as well be nothing. But the one that really got me thinking was the Twilight Princess video, because there's this one character, I think his name is Fado. He's like a goat herder guy that Link is friends with. But that guy, you never see him other than when you go back to get the heart piece. Like, you see him at the start of the game, go back to get a heart piece, and that's the only time you see him. And Andy Austin's commentary was extremely, like, deep there. He was like, the series of numbers that make up this man's code in the computer, that it is being read by the disk, or it's on the disk being read by the software. Those numbers will only ever be like used right now. There's a very real chance after I leave this area that those numbers will never be like rendered again. Like, no one will probably ever see this guy again. Like, he's standing in front of him, looking at the man, and he's like, no one ever talks to this character, and there's no reason to ever speak to this character, right? So no one's ever talking to him, so he's not being rendered, and whenever you leave the area, his numbers will not be read anymore, and he will not be rendered ever again. The equivalent of death. And it just made me think, like, oh man, added an entire new layer to the Checker Knights 99 lap race that I'm currently doing, and like all these races, like, who knows if this time of me beating Kirby Air Ride is the last time I ever play the game. I mean, probably isn't, but it could be. Every day could be your last. Every time you played a game could be the last time you ever play that game. Which for that game may as well be death. Even though it's an inanimate object, right? It's like very human of us to personify inanimate objects. Like, if you look at it from the game's perspective, not from any of the characters in the game, because these characters, the developers have tried everything to get us to be immersed in the game and think they're real, even though they're not. But not even their perspective, the game's perspective, that the characters are a part of. from the game's perspective, its whole reason for being here is to bring joy to us, bring entertainment to us. Because what is media if not something to be like sensed with our like? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know the word I'm trying to fucking say. I can't think of the word, so I'm just gonna use intuit. What is gaming if not something for us to intuit? And I don't remember what I was gonna say at all. Even though I came up with another word that fits the start of the sentence, I don't remember how the sentence ends. What fucking ever, dude. I'm trying to sound philosophical here. But, yeah, the game's trying to entertain us or whatever, and here we are, like... We may as well be indifferent to the enjoyment that it's providing to us. Very few people are thankful, like actually genuinely thankful for the work that went into the game. And even fewer people are thankful to the game itself for being here and giving this experience to us. Wish I was as fast and mobile. Like, that guy's maneuvering is way better. Okay, 0 for 3. Missed all 3 tornado enemies. Nice try, Meta Knight. And then get cut in half by your own crony.
Wow, you're so shit.
Oh, that's a wall. Who put that there? I haven't even been trying to double boost. I didn't think it was possible, but like, I guess you can? Interesting. Kirby Ride's a fun game, though. Replayability is a bit, but like, it's a great game. Sucks that YouTube changed how the descriptions and playlists are. Used to have way more control over being like having them be like a paragraph and then a space and then another paragraph. Now it's just all one fucking wall of text. I wonder if they fixed that. Maybe that wasn't intentional. Seems like if you stay in the air longer, it actually is better. Can I stay in the air here? No. The issue is, sure you can turn quickly, but you can't gain the fact that you can't gain the vertical height quickly. That problem is what really seals the deal, because on top of it being a really sharp turn, it's also a slope that goes upwards, which is unfortunate. The issue is you need to, like, you can't really double boost, because if you tap the button quickly on top of a boost, nothing happens. But yeah, I think at one point, I don't remember if it was the 2020 Let's Play or this one, but in one of the playlists for this game I said that it was very replayable. Not so. Once you get all the achievements, there's not really anything else to do, and playing the same thing over and over again for no reason is, unless you gain some enjoyment from it, not very fun. Like, it's a nice sentence. I just have a way with words. You know, things that are fun are fun. Did you know that? Did you know gaming? Yeah, this area is just as rough as they come. It's a slope with a bunch of sand that slows you in a very small area that doesn't slow you, that also, on top of being a slope that goes upwards, is also a sharp turn. That is probably the worst single section in the entire game in any of these tracks. I can't think of a single one that's worse than that one, in terms of like difficulty to do quickly. Again, to do optimally, I don't know how you would possibly do that. Like, I wonder what the world record does in this, in like the 18 course category, or like whatever the category is called. This area, that seems to be the fastest way to get through that, just like, you know, fly around. Meta Knight's wings are so small. They're so thin, too. They're like paper. It is an early GameCube game, though, sure. I'll give them that. They're fine. It's just like, why are they so thin? His wings are so thin. They're supposed to be like his cape. Dude, Meta Knight, your cape is a single cell thick. It's like a piece of paper. I guess, that other tornado guy was activated by Alex when he was here. Because usually they don't leave the level like that unless they've been activated by... Can't see because the stupid arrow. Floating bushes. Oh, there's a wall there. That's annoying. 110. Okay. That must mean Alex is very far ahead of me. Yeah, I don't see him anywhere. Checks out. Oh yeah, there he is. I know how far ahead he is. He's on the rails already. Alright, hit. Just let your guy go, drink water. I don't know if I can do all 3 courses today. My throat probably should have some more time to recover. And here I am, not even halfway through the video. More like closer to a third than a half, holy shit. And I'm already kind of running out of topics. My brain is melting. Oh, baby. Skybox here is cool. Yeah, because I already kind of talked about everything I wanted to say League of Legends-wise. I think. I mean, I guess I haven't explained why I'm playing Fiddlesticks yet. Like, why are you playing Fiddlesticks? Out of nowhere. When you've been a Veigar player, a Jhin player, and a Vayne player for, like, so long. And now you're just randomly, like, playing Fiddlesticks? I played so much Fiddlesticks already. His name, by the way, is so stupid. It's like, oh, Fiddlesticks. Is that a thing from The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjacks? He's like, ah, Fiddlesticks. Yeah, Fiddlesticks is a shitty name, but he's a cool character. I've always been a fan of like creepier characters that are done well, of course. There's most creepy characters I don't like, actually, but it is an aesthetic, when pulled off correctly, that I can get behind, that I like a lot. Miss. That time I outplayed you. But, like, I like his aesthetic, he looks cool. Mostly with his skins, like, his base skin is not very interesting. It's fine, I guess, but, like, the skins are way cooler. The ice on these turns, oh my god. I wonder why they decided to put that there. Probably not thinking at all about how this is a warm area and it would melt. They were probably just like, this would make gameplay interesting if we put, like, on these turns, some ice physics. Because there's only ice in one level, like, let's have ice in another level. There's no fire in this level, so that couldn't have been the reasoning, like, oh, let's have this be the final, like, stage where it tests you on everything. Like, there's no fire. There's not a little of everything here. It's mostly just, like, castle and, like... It's mostly just castle. Like, if the closest this is to anything else is probably Beanstalk Park. It's like if Beanstalk Park and Frozen Hillside had a baby, and the baby, for some reason, was more interested in warm weather. Except for that one little area near the beginning. This one area near the beginning has ice. And no other parts do. The caves are cool. I guess that reminds me of Fantasy Meadows. There's like a little of everything in this stage after all, except for the fire one. There's just no fire. If there was fire in this stage, then it would be a true final test. It'd be like a Trials from Ganon's Tower or something. Ooh, too soon. Invisible wall. Dark purple is a pretty color. Yeah, just need a moment. Almost at 50 minutes and we're not even at 40 laps, dude. The Waddle Dee is quite safe. Not the one in the car, the other one. I will never come all the way out there to hit you. The low fidelity tire looked strange. Now I'm just like rapid fire making observations. Is that commentary? Not really. I just like, I'm trying to make a concentrated effort to like do the Northern Lion thing where you just talk forever and never stop, but I just like, one, my throat out, and two, I'm running out of things to say. Like my head is hurting under the the strain of the thinking of things that quickly. Oh my Jesus. This hobby is not for everyone. Ugh. I also just think that characters in League that I play are satisfying above, like, effective. Certain things that I find satisfying really make me enjoy a character. Like Fiddlesticks, it is really satisfying to hit Q on somebody and they're just fear. Point and click. Or if you are in a bush and you hit somebody with your E, it will fear them, and then you can Q them while they're feared, and it does like double damage. That's really satisfying. Your W, like draining everybody, really satisfying to get that off. Your E is... Fiddlesticks' E on base skin is fine, but it's the skins that really make his E satisfying to use. And then, of course, ultimate is Chef's Kiss. That is the most satisfying thing of all. I kind of want to use that invisible wall to, like, redirect you a bit. Okay. Small break, commentary-wise. Give me, like, a minute. Never mind. Why are there so many signs that are like, go in this direction? I guess it makes a neat, like, decoration. That's interesting. Because, like, if you glide, or you make a good landing out of a decently long glide, it automatically gives you a boost, as if you had, like, an A button, the A button held down. Which, if you've been paying attention, actually makes a lot of sense, because Meta Knight's kind of like the Wagon Star, where he doesn't have a boost like meter, but most ships have a boost meter that you can use to get speed. But I always saw when I was a kid that like that meant like the boost meter while you're gliding meant like that was your maximum glide distance represented through that meter. Actually untrue. That is just another way of you gaining speed. Is if you're in the air for a long time and you have a good landing, then that gives you a bigger boost of speed. Meta Knight, despite not having a boost meter, has the same thing too, and probably the Wagon Star as well. I haven't really used it that much, so I don't know for a fact, but like, if you stick a good landing, it's like as if you boosted. Like, if you land out of this long-ass glide, on one of these panels, it gives Meta Knight the boost from the panel. And then it goes even deeper than that, even more interesting. It doesn't make you spin, even though it's a spin panel. So that's kind of buggy. What the fuck? I don't want to go this way! Turn around! Jeez. His turning is not very good. It's very slippery, Luigi-esque. Wonder what magical force is causing these blocks to float in the air. Actually pretty liminal to think about, like, what forces are out there in the universe that I don't understand that are causing this phenomenon to happen. Sorry, man. Wrong place, wrong time. You are now cut in half at the bottom of the sea. I was gonna say similar to the big bad of the Little Mermaid movie, but she got impaled. She didn't get cut in half. Yeah, definitely not doing the Nebula Belt video today. We'll do that in like another month or two or something. Maybe sooner. I don't know. I just know I want to get like back on the saddle. I want to get more of these videos out, get them out of the way, because it's really hard when you have all these different things you want to do to get 2 hours aside to sit here and play Checker Knights. And on top of it just being like annoying to do and like a massive time sink, it's also just not a good feeling when you start another thing and you didn't finish something else. Like, I very much would not like to start a fourth Let's Play when Let's Plays 1, 2, and 3 aren't fucking finished. Like, dude, you know how terrible that feels, man? That feels... Ooh, that feels terrible. That feels awful. It's like an abysmal feeling, not matched by too many other feelings out there. Oh man, it's like the feeling when you hit your funny bone on like a chair, like a metal chair at like a table or something. Like the pain that's like the physical pain. I feel that emotionally. That's like the similar emotional pain that I feel from like having 3 Let's Plays and none of them are finished. But like, maybe I need to recontextualize how I'm doing this, because I was kind of talking about it a little bit last video, but I'm like, maybe it's a good idea actually to stave off burnout, to have multiple Let's Plays going at once. Especially these longer ones, like, get some knocked out in one of them, and then whenever you get bored of that one, go start on another one, like, work on that one, and then... It's kind of wreaks havoc when one of the Let's Plays is League of Legends, which requires basically you to drop everything, and that's your main game, if you want high-low. And Emerald and Diamond are kind of looking more high elo-ish than they ever have, with Diamond, even low Diamond, being top 2% of players, and that's kind of the goal that I had. But I set the goal back when that was the top 8%, and now it's not looking very obtainable, now that it's the top 2%. That is 4 times harder to get than it used to be. So, yeah, if I'm gonna get that, I probably shouldn't be playing 6 other games at the same time. Right? So, it's just deliberation. That's what I'm doing. I'm deliberating. I don't know what like the best course of action should be. If I actually want League of Legends to be wrapped up in any discernible, like, reasonable length of time, like, whether it takes me 19 more years of just recording, like, League of Legends videos, that's a bit nebulous. Because if I'm playing all these other games at the same time, it probably will never happen. By that logic, I should drop everything and just play League. Which feels shitty, because this whole time doing Kirby Air Ride, this was so fun, and a great break from League. But going back to League after that break felt terrible. Like, I was so rusty, I was so bad, I didn't understand all the new things they changed and added. You could really stay in the air for a long period there if you don't bunk the ceiling with your forehead. Maybe I should try to do that more often. Stupid wall. That would have been such a fast lap. Instead it was a 107. Pfft, I spit on you. Slow. Just kidding. It's like insane. What? I forgot his name. Alex is so far ahead of me that my catch-up mechanic that I, for some reason, wish to refer to as sandbagging is a new level of insanity. We've gear shifted to the next gear, and now I am speed. I'm like 40 miles per hour, and now my legs are shattering. Please just go. My 2 knights on either side of me. And then he flies. Why are you so fast? I don't know how to not bonk the ceiling there. Game is too precise. Anywho, I hate when that happens. It's because it's like barely facing that way. Okay, barely managed to hit that. Surprise to me. Did not expect that. I'm actually so fast that these corners are hard to go around. What is the normal speed that you're supposed to be? Like 27? I don't even remember. Yeah, but like, even though on paper what I should do is just halt everything and finish League of Legends, like, that's the same mindset I had with Minecraft. That's why the episodes in the 500 in Minecraft are so insufferable, because I was just miserable. And why I wanted to quit Let's Playing was because I tried to focus on only one game. Way too fucking long. When in fact, you cannot do that. You need to respect burnout. So... But at the same time, League of Legends is kind of a game that transcends that notion, where you don't have to know life it, but you have to play it like not every if not every day, every other day. Like, and if you want Diamond, probably have to play every day. Just saying. Like, I mean, we'll make that decision later. For now, I'm just gonna try to get Emerald, I guess. But that is a tough call. Do I buckle down and just record League videos? The only thing really there's two things stopping me from making that decision. Other than obviously the fear of burnout and how miserable I'm gonna be, but like, it's the fact that I have series like this one and Minecraft that I also haven't finished. You see, there's like a boost that you can get off of that, but it doesn't make you spin, even though it's a spin panel. It's still strange. But how am I going to focus on League of Legends when it's the second Let's Play on the channel? Technically, I should focus on Minecraft, right? Maybe it's like League of Legends is a game that you can't really play other games while you're playing if you expect to be high elo. It has to be your main game. But Minecraft, on the other hand, you can take breaks from. Maybe that's the distinction. So even though I technically started Minecraft first, so I feel like shit not putting more emphasis on it, I don't feel like playing it right now, so I'm not going to play it. Because I don't want more episodes like the 500s where they were shit. And I just didn't want to be there. Well, League of Legends is something that I kind of probably shouldn't take breaks from. Because if I want Diamond, they really did just fuck all of my plans by making it harder to get Diamond. Because now if I want it, I need to, like, drop everything and play League 10 hours a day. At the very least, like 2 hours. Every day. Not someday. Why am I at the top of the map? What just happened? I just, like, up-warped. How did I do that? What is going on? I don't know how the fuck that happened. That was crazy. And now I've somehow almost caught up to Alex. I guess having 110 or like less, even faster laps will do that. Will get you to your rival's backside so you can have a chance of passing them. Stayed on the ground that whole section, which is kind of slow. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck to do. But I will finish Kirby Air Ride. That is a fact. And I did kind of like the idea of, like, having a game to play when I'm not interested in League or Minecraft. Taking breaks from League, though, is just so devastating to your chances of, like, actually getting good at it. Because it's so muscle memory dependent, and the game changes so quick. Like, League of Legends is constantly changing. And if you're not playing constantly, then you're gonna get left behind. It's triple fucking boosted. How? I don't know if that actually has any, like, noticeable advantage. Like, 114 is way slower. Even though the laps are slower, though, I'm probably gaining on Alex, which is why they're slower. Which is weird as hell. Sometimes you spin when you don't want to. Yeah, Minecraft and League are totally different games. Like, Minecraft you can take breaks from, no problem. It's annoying because if you take too long of breaks, then you have more items you need to collect because they added more shit. But like, come on, man, it's Mojang. It's Mojang. You don't have to worry about them adding too much. But like League of Legends, if you don't play for like a few days, you're much worse at the game. Just like verifiably. And if you don't play for like a week or two, then new patches come out, characters get buffed and nerfed constantly, and then you're just really left behind. Well, as a game like Kirby Air Ride, there's like, I can do it at my own pace. Completely. League of Legends just requires constant attention, which is why I really want to finish it, because it's just such a parasite on the rest of my life and like things that I want to complete and do. Because no matter what I do, I'm just like, the back of my head, I'm just thinking, I'm still not Diamond in League. Still haven't finished the League of Legends Let's Play. The Minecraft one too, but that one's like less problematic. That one, I feel like, similar to when at the start of the series, I feel like I could just shit out 400 videos in a month, probably, if I really wanted to. And yeah, just do that, and then probably I can finish the game in under a year. But I don't have to do that, so I'm not going to, because the game is really boring. And I don't really have any emotional attachment to the world I'm making. I have a little bit, but like, the Terraria world I'm working on is way more like, I am so invested in that world. I love that world. It's one of my favorite things in my life. Minecraft could never achieve that. And I don't know how I would change that. I think they would have to definitely make it so items stack above 64. That's just like the #1 thing that's just ruining my enjoyment of Minecraft. Is the inventory system is shit, for lack of a better word. Like, instead of having items stack over 64, they have like bundles of e-chests and like, you know what Terraria has? Like 4 different kinds of like ender chests. And items stacked to 10,000. Minecraft is the game that you have to play because it's a cultural icon, and I also had a lot of nostalgia for it from 2011. So like, similar to how I'm giving these stages here in Kirby Air Ride the light of day one last time before I potentially never play them again. Like, similarly, Minecraft is a game that after I beat it, I probably won't come back. Like, so it's another reason that I want to do this 100% Let's Play, is because, I mean, it's shitty that I'm forcing myself to do it because I don't want to, but I kind of feel like it's necessary. Yeah, started out playing Minecraft in 2011, discovered Terraria a year later. It's 15 months later, it wasn't exactly a year. Because I started playing Minecraft in April 2011, and I started playing Terraria in July 2012. And Minecraft has always basically been a second fiddle to Terraria. I've always liked Terraria more. The only caveat to that is I did enjoy making custom maps in Minecraft back then, because I really loved The Legend of Zelda, and I wanted to make my own Zelda game. And Minecraft kind of gave me an avenue to explore that creativity a bit. I did make one custom map in Terraria as well, but there's just like not enough options, I think. The creative options in Terraria not being on the same level as Minecraft are like the only thing that Minecraft does better. Both games you can't edit signs. Actually, can you edit signs in Minecraft? You might be able to edit signs in Minecraft now. Writable books in Minecraft is a difference that definitely gives, it's another +1 to Minecraft. I really would love to be able to have writable books in Terraria. Infinite Worlds is another technically +1 to Minecraft, even though there's less to see. A limited Terraria world has way more than an infinite Minecraft world, even though there's like way more in the Minecraft world, because there's just more substance. There's more things that are actually worth interacting with in a Terraria world. And that's mostly because there's not really that much value in the things you find. Like, the treasures you find are kind of limited. I mean, diamonds are always nice to have, but like, what does other shit do for you? Like emeralds? I don't care about finding that. I can just trade for 10 sextillion of it by like shearing sheep or something. Coal is, sure, that's fine, early game, but like, you know, it's the same value as coal to trees that are growing literally fucking everywhere that I could just turn into charcoal. Iron? Iron farms are some of the most profitable farms you can make. And even if you don't make an iron farm and just kill the golems manually near your village, that's still a ton of iron. And then even if you mine it, it's everywhere as well. It's like, iron may as well be a penny that you find on the ground in real life. Like, oh, cool. Even if that was a $1 bill, that buys me absolutely nothing, because the economy in this country is going to shit. Yeah. Oh, God. The whole politics situation right now is a nightmare. I don't even want to begin talking about it. Get me out of this corner, man. I don't want to go backwards either. Kind of along for the ride sometimes in this game, because there's no gas button. You're always just going forward automatically. It's even more of a baby game than Mario Kart in that regard. But yeah, I wish inflation wasn't so bad in the United States. That would be great. It would be awesome if you could get like $2, like a $2 pizza again. Now it's like you see one on sale for $2.50. That's insane. When like their normal price used to be $2. You know, like the Nestle drumstick ice cream. Not only did they shrink the size of the drumsticks, they like cut the size in half, but the price of them is absurd. The price of one drumstick is the same price that like an entire package used to be. And like, remember, from 8 seconds ago, they used to be double the size as well. They were twice as big for like $3.39 or whatever, and now it's like $3.39 for one of them, and they're half the size. Yeah, sure. Looks like everything is falling apart. Like everything, all of this wealth that we have in this country is just kind of falling apart. It's sad. Kind of, I mean, from not the outside looking in, but from the inside looking in, I guess. It just kind of was pretty obvious it was coming for a long time, though. Like, extravagance on this scale is just not sustainable. I really like these colorful cubes down here. The rainbow cubes. I really like that aesthetic, like something that's quickly changing through all of the colors, like RGB. I have the RGB on my computer off. I say that, but my RGB on my computer is off. That's just not something I want on my computer, though. Like, I don't need a rainbow fucking, like, computer that blinds me or, like, is an extra LED that I have to micro whenever I go to bed to make sure it's not on. There's an entire app on my computer that turns it on and off, and I just leave it off permanently because I don't really care, man. There's already so many LEDs in my room I have to block when I go to bed. Speaking of, I took the air conditioner out yesterday. And now, my window is different, so I need to put a blanket up or something in this window so that I'm not woken up bright and early at 1 p.m. I need to sleep in, because I stay up till like 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's probably not a good decision, staying up so late all the time. You get way more value out of being human when you have normal sleep. The guy who thought he was safe ended up actually dying because I went for a drink. Yeah, I don't know how you're meant to... It's hard to get around that corner without hitting the ceiling. It's like, yeah, I keep... In my head, I'm a night owl, but like... Not really. I'm basically tired all the time. No matter what I do, though. So maybe this is preferable? Cognitively, though, I feel like even though I have... It's like either way, you have the exact same amount of time that you're awake for. It just feels like shit when it's not all at the same time. Like, if you wake up, have 2 hours before work, and then have 3 hours after work, it feels worse than just having 5 hours after work, right? You'd rather have all of that time in one bundle. And then if you want all your time to be before work, then you have to go to bed right when you get home from work, and that just feels miserable. It's really hard to go to bed right after you get home from work, so... That basically means that all of the time has to be after work. So never mind, I think I made the right decision. But it is kind of annoying that I'm like, the last 2 hours of the night, I am like cognitively impaired. Like, even if I wanted to put all my eggs in one basket and just like spam League of Legends content, I probably wouldn't have much value anyway because I couldn't focus on the games. Which, right now, I suppose that isn't the end of the world because the account is level 14. That was another thing I was considering. Should I even keep playing on the Smurf account? I don't know if there's like much reason to, because like the whole point of starting fresh is that you like show the journey. There's already 3 games on the account that I did because I thought I was quitting Let's Playing in like February of this year. There's already like 2 or 3 games or something that I played on the account without recording it, so the journey is already squandered. Like there's games that are off camera on the account. And the only other reason you would want to start fresh and start a new game, like let's use a comparison, like a game with file select where you can have like different files. Like usually you would want to start fresh because it would give you like, all right, let's start with nothing so that we can collect everything. You can't collect everything in League. There's a paywall in the way, or you have to play 50,000 hours for the RNG to like kick in for you to get all the skins with the loot system. And then the issue becomes, well, if they stopped making skins right now and I had to earn all 1,700 or whatever through, like, RNG, that's one thing. But the thing is, the game only exists as a multiplayer server because the server exists. And eventually, League of Legends is going to die. Eventually. It will. There's no doubt in my mind that one day there is an end date. Like, entropy comes for us all. And I can see the writing on the wall that the game has only been getting progressively worse over time. A few things have gotten better, but it's kind of too little too late, I think. Eventually it will be donezo. So, like, whenever that happens, the servers are going to go down, and then everything that you bought on your account is done. Like, the game is going to shut down once the servers are done, because the servers are the only reason the game works, since it's multiplayer. It's not like a thing you download. It's not a campaign. It's a battle with other online players that connects to the server. So when the server's down, yeah, no game. So what's the point of spending all this time collecting something that is just going to be lost one day anyway? Because in theory, if I keep this save on Kirby Air Ride forever, I could just load it up. As long as I have a computer, I can load it up. League of Legends? Not gonna last forever. In 50 years, if I'm still alive, I could not play League of Legends if the servers are down. My account and all the old relics on it would be gone forever in the event of the server shutting down. So that's like another reason that collecting everything is kind of pointless. Not just like the time frame, but like... And then you combine point A and point B, and you form point C, which is... They're making skins every 2 weeks. Like, every patch releases new skins. It's how League of Legends makes money as a free-to-play game. People buy the cosmetics. So, like, okay, that makes they're making skins faster than you can get them with the loot system. You'd have to buy them with real world money if you actually wanted all of them, and that's not how I roll anymore. 2018 maybe. We're not going to talk about that. Okay, we'll talk about it. I spent like $2,000 on League of Legends because I really wanted Soul Stealer Vayne back in 2018. Anywho, I'm a changed man. But yeah, impossible. It's not possible to collect everything in the game. There's also missable content in League of Legends. There's content that is now locked that is never coming back. Like Championship Riven, UFO Corki, Black Alistar, King Rammus, the new Faker Ahri skin. Like, they're gone forever. There's certain chromas that are gone forever that were released, like the Kazakhs World Championship chroma. There's like 20 of them, one to celebrate each team. And those are locked forever. You can't get those. Chromas are basically just skins, but like cheaper skins. Yeah, a lot of those are unobtainable because they're just locked forever. Missable content in games is garbage. One of my favorite games has missable content. Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. You are permanently locked out of finishing the Nintendo gallery if you don't take a picture of a few different NPCs and enemies. So that game has missable content. I'm gonna try not to miss that whenever I get to that game. So that's, yeah, reason number 4 why collecting everything in League of Legends is probably a big fucking waste of time. And yep, our pace seems to be accurate. About an hour and 20 minutes because we are 2/3 of the way done and it is 81 minutes. So, if I'm playing League not to collect everything, why am I playing it? Because, why, like, I'm playing it for the rank, obviously, but, like, why don't I collect what I can? Well, if you can't get everything, then what's the point of getting some stuff? That's stupid. I wouldn't even try if I couldn't do everything. It's why whenever I'm going to Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which is a game that is notoriously incomplete unless you have a Japanese exclusive third-party item called the Pocket Station. You can't get every card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. You need this like external thing to be able to get them. Whenever I Let's Play the game on emulator in North America, I'm going to use a mod that makes the game harder and actually lets you collect every card. So there's no point in even playing something if you can't get everything. I am here for the collection aspect, nothing else. League of Legends is the one example, or like one exception. I'm playing League of Legends because I want to get a high rank. I don't know what that rank is. It's been Diamond for years. They made Diamond harder to get now, and it's just not looking as possible as it used to. So, dude, probably gonna try to just get Emerald at first and then go from there. And then on the topic of it's gonna take a shitload of time playing the game to actually make any progress. Yeah. I have a lot of different things I want to do, though. And no matter what I choose to do, I'm winning. But every moment I'm not completing League of Legends, it's eating away at me. It's in the back of my mind as the thing that I didn't do. And maybe that is like cause for concern and potential motivation for like a deep meditative journey on why things that I place a lot of value on maybe can be like passed up on, accepting that I should not do that because it's not worth it, and figuring out how to move on. Maybe that's a better use of my time. It's a useful skill, figuring out how to move on from things that are just not worth going for. Ludwig actually has a really good point on this, on this in his talk with Dr. K. on the Healthy Gamer GG channel. It's a great like interview. I recommend it a lot. But yeah, I mean, there's a certain part of me that also is just like, maybe I'll just learn to accept that I am not willing to spend that much fucking time playing League of Legends so that I can get this arbitrary goal. I always tell people that it's not even about the actual rank, it's about proving that I'm a person capable of achieving that rank. Because I'm not trying to impress fucking anyone. Or am I? Yeah, my throat is fucked, bro. Nebula Belt is definitely not gonna happen today. Maybe it will, I don't know. We'll see if maybe I'll force myself to keep going. And we'll just have like a mostly silent Nebula Belt where I do breathing exercises and cry. I don't know. For now, we still have 30 more laps of Checker Nights. Oh boy. Who's excited? I don't know if my laps are slow as shit because I'm catching up to Alex, or like if they're slow because I'm making mistakes. Not sure. Playing these games is hard. Not just because like the actual act of playing them is hard, but like you can't just like play them for, you can't just like spam them. They're going to take time no matter what. One of my favorite things to do is think about all the different games I want to let's play on the channel. And I don't really, I guess, realize how long it takes to do this. Because, yeah, some of these games I want to play, ooh. Even games I've already beaten in previous channels that I'm going to go back and do, like Return to Dreamland. Kirby's Return to Dreamland is about a 100-episode series usually. Wind Waker is looking to be about 160 or something like that, depending on how long the Nintendo Gallery takes. Because you have to beat the entirety of Wind Waker once, and then you have to do it again. You have a New Game Plus, basically. And whenever you get to New Game Plus, your first file is erased, except for the Nintendo Gallery. So, I guess I answered my question. Alex is right here. Caught up to him. But, so yeah, so there's like, do a regular playthrough of Wind Waker, which in itself is like 70 videos. And then after that, you're not even done. You have to 100% complete the game. After you've already beaten the game, like it's like an any percent playthrough followed by a 120, like 100% playthrough, which is why the number of episodes in Wind Waker is kind of weird. I've let's played it twice, once in 2012, once in 2013, and 2012 it was 76 videos, and in 2013 I don't remember how many it was. It was around the same amount though. It was in the 70s. How much faster I would do that now. Not sure. I did do 10-minute videos, I believe, so that's definitely something I could get an advantage on now that I'm doing 15. Other than videos like this, obviously, which we're way over 15 minutes. Because it's a special occasion. We are celebrating Kirby Air Ride by completing every track in 99 laps. We're doing a 99 lap each one, as you've noticed, for the last 90 minutes, hour and a half. 1.5 hour left, boys. Are you ready, kids? Are you ready for the... I forgot how terrifying it was to be near Alex. I never see Alexis. I lap Bob 20 times, but every time I'm anywhere near Alex, he's just like... It's like a war zone around in like a sphere around this guy. His sphere of influence is so dangerous. Oh my god. I don't even remember what I was talking about. It blew my brain. Oh yeah, talking about Wind Waker and like how many episodes it takes to 100% all these games I've played. It's usually around 100, by the looks of it. Forbidden Memories took 88, but it's definitely... Why would you do that? He just like went backwards just to fuck me. What is your problem, Alex? What is his problem? Is it because he's like tilted? Or is he gassed out? Does he have not enough stamina to do a 2-hour lap? Or like 2-hour race? Wanna have a sword fight, man? Okay, you are way quicker on the rails, I guess. Goodbye. I didn't even get any tailwind from him. Hacker. Other than the free run video in City Trial, I think that this video is going to be the only other time where we see the timer reach 99.59, where it like maxes out. Be cool if the timer went past that to like 999. When would that ever be used, though? I guess. Why would you program that? Spend time programming something that is never going to be used. Alex is actually too fast, so he gets to that point and his AI gets fucked up, and he goes backwards or something. And then once he gets past the turn, then all the boosts in a row. Obviously, Scooter on all those boosts, no chance. You can just see him on the map on the straightaway, just like right to me in 1 second. Goes through that entire section in 1 second because he's so fast. I don't know, man. Life is complicated. Oh, this shit is crazy. What other games? Super Mario 64? I think I only did 20 episodes back in 2012. I don't know how long that would take to get all 120 stars, because obviously getting 70 and 120 is very different. There's a lot of fast stars in that game. Was I doing 10-minute videos still? I don't think so. I think I had some 20-minute videos then, which changes things. Depending on whether his AI bugs or not is basically the only reason I get in front of him. Because on paper, this straightaway section is so good for his scooter that I should never see him bouncing off the walls. Fuck you in particular. Go through the cave, which is lit by who knows what. Is there lighting in here? No. There's no lights. Nobody installed lights. There's just, for some reason, that cave has lights in it. That was an issue that I found whenever I would make custom maps in Minecraft, is there's just like... it's so hard to achieve the lighting in dungeons similar to that of like actual Zelda games. Because in Zelda games you'll go into like a cave or something and it's not pitch black. You know, like you can still see. Sometimes it's pitch black. But like in dungeons, not usually, unless it's like the Dark Palace from Link Between Worlds or something. It's kind of, you can see in pretty much every dungeon, and it's not like there's like fluorescent lights. Like how is this lighting achieved? Now that there's light blocks in Minecraft, that makes it a little better, I guess. How is he so far ahead, even with the wall that he keeps putting in his own way? I keep bouncing off that same... Oh, 2 bombs. That's rare. Takes a lot of time to see that kind of thing happen. It's like whenever you pay for groceries and your groceries just happen to be like $9.99 or something. It's like, wow, that's lucky. Oh boy, episode 111 of Kirby Air Ride. Yeah, it's like... seems like a lot of games have that length. Like, Kirby Air Ride, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, both have around 100 episodes worth of content in them. Technically, I was done, like, 10 videos ago or something. I just decided I wanted to do more, because I love this game. And I think it deserves it. Hey guys, it's the Knights from Checker Knights. Can I have your autograph? No? You just want me to cut you in half? Unfortunate. It's a cool idea for a course. Very MC Escher architecture. Very liminal too. I love liminal shit like that. Like the skybox in Checker Knights where it's like, who lives in these castles, dude? I ask you. Does anyone live here? Why is this here? Why are there floating blocks in the middle of the ocean? What is below the ocean? What's down there? Is that like, are those like a civilization? Like a busy city? Are these giant bubbles? Is that bubble a 3D object? Or is that just a flat texture? It definitely doesn't have collision, I can guarantee that. There's so many questions about this. These are the kind of questions I like to see. Imagination's running wild is a good sign of a good game. God. That being said, I love this game. I'm glad it's over. And by I'm glad it's over, I mean there's like many more hours worth of content that I have forced myself to endure. Because we are doing 99 laps of all the top right courses as well. And then maybe I'll do one final city trial after I finish all the top right courses. One final city trial. And then we'll play something else. Which hopefully is Mystery Dungeon. I still am not completely decided if it's going to be Explorers of Sky or Blue Rescue Team first, because I really, really want to play Blue Rescue Team before I play Sky, because for some reason it's important to me that I show you, like, the natural progression of the series. Because, like, all of the things that are wrong in Blue are fixed in Sky, and then one thing that was great in Blue is ruined in Sky, but everything else is fixed, so it's fine. But, like, why can't you store infinite items in the shop? Of course, it always goes back to fucking completion. Like items, like collection. You can't collect all the items in Sky, what's the fucking point? Well, the point is, a lot of the items are, like, RNG shit in chess anyway. That is just meant to be something that you interface with a little bit, so that you can potentially find the specific drop that works for your Pokemon. It's not really, like, something you're intended to get all of them. Like, I don't think the Minecraft developers expected you to get all the items either, but here I am trying to get that. But it's different, okay? It's different. In Minecraft, you can just, like, I want this drop from this enemy. I'm gonna kill an enemy, like, I'll kill like 10 of this enemy and then I'll get it. Or like, I want a trident from the drowned. I have 3 of those. Like, that's reasonable. You know what's unreasonable? 800 items that all have, like, the same chance of dropping. Okay. You need specifically a few different items to trade, to combine or whatever with the Krogan thing to get, like, a better level, and that's, like, the tier 2, and then if you do that again, then you can trade for tier 3. Alright, just that's already ridiculous. Finding specific items that you need. That's a fucking nightmare. I'm going to, even though I love collecting items and I love Explorers of Sky, I am going to just make a spreadsheet that is all the regular items, like all the TMs, the berries, you know, like regular shit that normal people collect. Not all the fucking, like, Pichu scarf, like, I need the float soul thing, or, like, you know, fuck that. I'm sure there will still be a lot of trouble that I'll have trying to collect all of the items. There's a lot of rare ones, like golden seeds and bananas. You have to mine the fucking walls to find those. Ginseng is pretty hard to get. You get one, like, from Chatot, I think, but, like, I don't know if you can even find that in dungeons. I know in blue you can, but it's like really rare. It's probably similar, like 0 Isle South or something, there's probably like a chance of ginseng spawning. I do have a guidebook I could look at, see like what the chances are of certain items spawning, and just comb through them. In fact, I'm going to do that after this video. Would you look at that? And bam, the timer has officially stopped. We have 19 laps to go before we're out of this hellhole. And by hellhole, this is a fairly pleasant place, other than that one hill with the dirt that's like impossible to do quickly. Ow, my legs. Fuck. But, yeah, too much of a good thing, okay? Checker Knights, I'm not trying to offend you, but I just want it to be done. This is just as annoying as I thought it would be 4 years ago. I'm glad I got it done with. How long is Nebula? Nebula Belt is like... Is it 1 minute per lap? Maybe we can do that. Maybe I will do that right after this, just to get it out of the fucking way. You know? Like, what is it, 5:56 p.m.? And I'm not kind of having things to speak about all of a sudden, so... Maybe we can just, like... tough it out. Perhaps. Maybe. You know, like, maybe we can do it. All of the top right ones, I'm not sure how long those take. It seemed like it was like 30 minutes for a 99 in grass. So maybe each one of those is going to be like 50 minutes. How many courses are there? 7? If I'm on the rail, maybe I can spend more time like focusing on like counting, but I think it's like grass, light, sand, water, machine, fire, sky? I don't know how many that is. Is that 7? That sounds like 7. Water, machine, fire are on the bottom, and then there's a random, and then there's 4 on the top, which is grass, light, sand, and sky. Yeah, there's 7. Okay. So what is that? 6 times 50? 300? 5 hours? I could. I have 5 hours left in my day. And then it'll probably be like 99 minutes if each minute, like, lap in Nebula Belt is a minute. If we're assuming each lap in Nebula Belt is a minute, then that's another hour and a half. Hour 40 minutes. What is that? 2 hours and 20 minutes for just that, and then that's another 5. So 7 hours worth of content is left, I think. I believe. Ooh, something cool that I did in 2021, whenever I'd finish a Let's Play, I would like meticulously go through and I would like add up the time that it took me to beat the game 100%. Like all the time of all of the episodes in the Let's Play, I would add all of it together and make a playtime for the Let's Play. Maybe I'll do that when I finish Air Ride. And then of course I was going to do one more city trial after that. So let's see, how many videos would that be? 9? 1 for Nebula Belt, 7, so that's 8 for all of the courses in Top Ride, and then 1 more city trial. That's 9 more videos. So I guess we're going to end exactly at 120, which is a fitting number because that's the amount of checkboxes in each one of the achievements boxes for each of these. Where am I? Each one of these game modes has 120 achievements, so it feels fitting that 120 is the amount of episodes it takes to finish the game. Woohoo! That's exciting news. You hear that, Alex, you piece of shit? We get to race some more in Top Ride, which is going to be way more fun because the items in that game make the game actually enjoyable to play, unlike this game, which is just kind of just getting your movement and angles and everything and your timing good. It's less about the copy abilities. It's a lot more boring. Air Ride is definitely the most boring mode out of all 3 of the modes. Is there anything else I should do? don't know if there is anything else I can do, because I did all the stadiums, I unlocked all the stadiums, and I did all the stadiums. I beat King Dedede in the stadium as well as in the actual thing. Got all the achievements and everything. I listened to all the music. I unlocked all the music. The only thing left are the courses, I guess, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm trying to find as many things I can do to make this game replayable, like, that I haven't done yet. And I've basically done everything. I've done everything there is to do. And that's like the worst moment in a game, when you've done everything, and there's like nothing left for you to do. It's weird that the spin there that you get actually doesn't... It doesn't seem to have a hitbox, like, for very long. Maybe it's mimicking the quick spin hitbox, even though like the animation for the spin panel is way longer than the regular quick spin, even though the hitbox is the same. That would make sense. Not sure what to think. But if I do finish Kirby Air Ride today, that would be pretty momentous. Because not only would this be the first Kirby Air Ride Let's Play that I finished, even though I only tried one other time, that's still something. But it's also going to be the first Let's Play I finish on this channel, because like, Minecraft's not done for the longest time. League of Legends, LOL, like, I'm finishing that bitch for years, probably. Both those games are going to take years, a couple more years probably, at least, to beat 100%. It's the only issue, is like, I want to 100% basically every game I play on the channel, but I can't 100% League of Legends. I just can't. Please stop doing it. Never give Alex the fucking plasma ability again, please. This guy is too scary when he has that. It's nice being able to like boost around a corner, like drift around a corner without having to worry about sucking up a power-up you don't want, like this stupid wheel, which just like messes with the wheel. I hate how slippery it is. It's so annoying. I'm pretty happy with this race though. Like, even though I'm going to get second, like I'm giving Alex a run for his money. He glitches out a few times and I'm like in first, pretty late in the race. So like, take that, Alex. Not only did I beat you last time, I'm like a close second this time. I'm getting better. Maybe that's the next thing I do. Whenever you finish Let's Playing a game, you start speedrunning it. Hey guys, welcome to Let's Speedrun Kirby Air Ride. I will be using 900 frame perfect spins on the wheelie scooter at Nebula Belt to achieve a world record right now. I don't know, like, if that's actually ever gonna happen. That'd be funny, hypothetically. The only thing left that I could do is beat the game again, but do it faster. That is true. You could do that. You actually have to hold down through that tunnel, which is annoying. Hi, Alex. Your scooter is... Yes, look how fast he goes. It's even funnier when you look on the mini-map when he goes through that section, because he just goes, like, instantly. Fuck you. The mic guy seems so happy, but like his power-up is so devastating when Kirby's have it. Oh, that's another one. Alexis is kind of close, I guess. We kind of get near Alex, and he goes to this rail section, or that other section with all the boost panels, and then we just never see him again. He's too quick through these sections. Vehicle difference. Or perhaps CPU level difference. At the end of this video, we need to check and see if that's actually how that works. Is the wheelie scooter just goated, or is this man taking performance-enhancing drugs? Tune in to find out in like 12 laps, aka like 15 minutes or something. The timer stopped, so the only way we can tell is by looking at the how long I've been recording, which we're almost at 1 hour and 50 minutes, so like... I don't know, you're kind of getting clowned on by your goons. We're kind of disappointed in you, dude. seems incremental whenever you get the catch-up mechanic. Like, you don't just, like, like, for every 1% of the track you are behind the guy in first place, gain 1% movement speed. I don't think that's what it is. I think what it is, like, at X distance behind the first place, gain flat amount, or, like, percentage, I guess. It'd have to be a percentage, because Sword Star gains way more. I was getting, like, 41 mile per hour spins, and I wasn't even that far behind him. But, like, I think that's kind of how it works, like the catch-up mechanic. I said that quick. Sounded like I was talking about the condiment ketchup, not like catch up, you know? Always had that distinction, like that confusion, until I had somebody like give me the distinction between the two. Whenever I watched Pokemon, I always thought his name was Ash Ketchup. Or like Ketchum. I didn't really get the... Even when I did realize it wasn't ketchup. Because there's literally an episode, I think, with like an Electabuzz and Pikachu eating ketchup. Ketchup is solid enough that you can consider it eating, right? That's not drinking. If you are just ingesting ketchup, are you drinking it or are you eating it? I would lean towards eating because it's so thick. Unless you get the gross like syrup at the bottom instead of the solid tomato. That's gross. Not that part. That is definitely drinking. Anywho, yeah, I always thought it was Ash Ketchup, and then when I realized it was Ketchum, I didn't really realize the pun that he's like, oh, because he's catching the Pokemon, you know? Poor Bob trying to charge on the grinder, the gear grinder. His ball sack's gonna get stuck in there. And then it's over for him. Completely sterilized, Kirby's race came to an end. Racing in Checker Knights was death for the colony. I actually make them sound like they're termites or something. Accidental double boost, I'm just that good. Come back here, Alex, you hack. You're not as good as you think you are. Nah, he's exactly as good as he thinks he is. It does appear to be over for me. 9 more laps. And yep. Unless he glitches out in the very last lap, which would be hilarious. Probably not beating him on Nebula Belt either. I don't know, this is relaxing. Fuck the Swerve Star. I'm not going Swerve Star on the Nebula Belt. I just like racing. Like, just going. Just, like... It's like I'm watching a movie. I'm not actually even playing, really. I'm adjusting my angle sometimes, but, like... Not even really playing that often. Just playing. Oh yeah, we're just playing. This area is so weird. Kind of staying on this better than I was before. Really is a learning curve doing that. That is like such a rough patch of terrain. That is so hard to get around. He bugged out. Now he just needs to do that on the last lap. This section, though, look at him on the minimap. Look at him. Or just look at him in general. Yeah, goodbye. Plus 1,000 feet. He's got a monopoly on feet obtained in a single second via racing on a scooter. I don't know how this bitch on a unicycle is doing so well. Wonder if people have ever held competitive unicycle racing contests. Surely they have. If there's human beings involved, they've done it every perceivable, conceivable, either really, or both, competition that you could, any competition you could conceive of, humans have definitely done it. Like competitive unicycle riding? Maybe we need to look that up. It seems like it would be a gentleman's sport. If there were, I guess I should say, competitive unicycle riders. You know who I am at? Like twirly mustache, biceps, like an aristocratic bodybuilder is, I guess, is who I would think. My first thoughts on such a hooligan who would partake in such an amusing display. don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Discovered this new stupid voice. I don't know if I want to ruin your ears. I guess I can, because nobody's watching this late in the video. Although I think there are a few people that watch my videos to fall asleep to them. Confirm if you exist and you're here and you're not asleep. If you're still not asleep after almost 2 hours of watching this, like, I feel bad for you. Like, do you have to get up for work in like 4 hours or something? That's rough. My advice to you is just, I don't know. There's not really any advice for somebody who is that traumatized that they just can't exist without being that anxious. It would be disrespectful, in fact, to claim a motto could solve something like that. That's something that is only solvable by intense effort over many years of work. For now, I would say it definitely wouldn't hurt to take a deep breath and try to meditate. Try to learn how to meditate. Meditating is pretty good for keeping you calm, because anxiety is an automatic response. If you're thinking physically that things are not going to go well, or this is going to be shit, or oh god, this is going to suck, or this and that and whatever, if you're physically thinking that, it's because you've given into your impulses and you're letting them rule you. Which is like easy to say because those impulses are like, they themselves, they're clipping the wings that, so to speak, that would allow you to fly out of this problem. They're disarming you of the tools that could slay them. Like, in order to not be anxious, you need to not be anxious. Which is annoying. Things like that make me wonder if there's a god. It's like, surely there is, right? Because we exist. But like, perhaps it's the hubris of man in me, considering that surely nothing as complex as us exists randomly. Surely this is all a benevolent, like, creator's whim. This isn't just like happening because it just happened to happen this way. But like, the fact that you need to not have anxiety in order to solve anxiety, it's like, why would you do that to people? If there's a benevolent creator out there, he's not benevolent if he made this shit happen. And then it's like the argument becomes like, oh, he did it to test you. Like, at that point, it just seems like, what is it called? It just seems like you're allowing yourself to be selfish because it feels good to be selfish. Like, pretending like you're more important than you are. It'd be nice if we were important, but like, you shouldn't go out of your way to find importance where there is none. Is all I'm trying to say there. At the end of the day, though, I don't know. I'm just some idiot in his bedroom playing a 22-year-old racing game. If you are a human and you are watching this far into the video, though, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you liked about the video, any of the topics I have discussed. I wish very much to improve myself and be a better person so that one day I can die happy, basically. Or just, yeah, phase into a sheet of death, and I hope my bones are sent to my parents. Does Meta Knight have parents? I guess he's also like the same species as Kirby, isn't he? I don't know the Kirby lore that much. I should watch Kirby Right Back At You before I start talking about it, because I have no clue. You know something I've never done? Or not never done, I'm sure I've done this once or twice, but the other rails in that section, I never go on. If you've noticed, every time I go through that section, I do the exact same movement. Next time, I'm going to try to go on those rails I never go on. And I'm also going to try to hit these boosts up here at the start of the race that I never touch. Not these ones. Ooh, rip. That guy got launched so far. Not beating Alex anyway, I may as well. If I'm giving Checker Knights a send-off, I should hit every single boost in it. Especially because I don't think I've ever used all of these. Like, this one I've used a bunch. There's one here that I never use. And then there's one, like, way over here. Like, who ever uses those, dude? Craziness. He's running for his life. I guess flying for his life. He looks like he's, like, riding one of the Firelight boards from Arcane. I wonder if anybody knows what Arcane is 10 years from now. Or, like, League of Legends. How long is League of Legends gonna survive? I'll probably be playing it if it's around in 10, 20 years. Wait. My brain was off and I'm past the rail section. Fuck. I only have a few laps left to try this. Oh god. My muscle memory with that area is so strong that I don't even I'm not thinking about it. But we have to get on those red rails that I never use. Let's see how hard that is. It's like to the left, I think. Let's try to get on them. Okay, been 2 hours and 1 minute. 3 laps remain. Okay. Visible wall continues to be a problem. Alright, just go on the left here. Look down at the beautiful skybox. Go on this one. What the fuck? It spit me right onto that one. I couldn't even go on the red one. I think the last time that I used that red rail was literally when I first got this game and played Checker Knights for the first time or something. I think I've only ever been on that once or twice, and it was almost 20 years ago. It probably was 20 years ago. That was probably a good time frame, around 2004, 2005. I was getting smacked by these dudes to the beat of the music. To the beat of my silent drum. Anyway. Hey, sugar cubes. Only a few more laps left. Just gotta go on this one red rail and I'll be happy. I can close out my Checker Knights chapter. The Checker Knights chapter of my life. Unless I ever become a speedrunner for some reason. Which probably not. Maybe, I don't know. Not gonna shoot myself in the foot, not gonna, what do they call it? Burn any bridges, make any absolute statements. Just go down the middle. Go on this. Whoa, that's so weird. I've never, I don't remember the last time I've ever seen that rail being used. Didn't slow down too much doing these extra things that I'm not usually doing. It's that rail is so slow to use. I don't know why you would ever use it. Ugh. Ugh. Meta Knight, hit him with your sword, man. Last lap, boys. Are you excited? I'm excited. And girls. Singular. I think I looked at the stats, statistically, there were some girls watching. I don't remember what the numbers were. I don't remember what the percentage split was. What was the thing I wanted to check in? Oh yeah, if ginseng is, obtainable on the ground in Explorers of Sky. Because I do have the Prima strategy guide. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 2 hours and 5 minutes for this video. Holy shit. Can't believe it. It really has been a monumental Let's Play to the channel. I'm glad that I managed to finish it. Well, still have 9 more videos to make after this one, but doing great so far. Could not finish in style, sadly, but we're gonna finish. The thing that matters. Only thing that matters is that we are going to finish. Maybe I'll do Nebula Belt as well today, I'm not sure. But thank you for watching. Holy shit. The little stars after you finish races are the same as Smash. There's so many correlations between the two games. Like Melee and Brawl as well as Kirby Air Ride. But that's it for me today. I'm gonna take like a short break, rest my voice. Maybe we'll do Nebula Belt next today. Have a good night. See you next time.